And it's Friday. It is a decision day. It's a heavy day on decisions, and the decisions you make today are going to affect you for a very long time. And if you are waiting for what's coming up and you want to know what's coming up this weekend, this weekend is a massive change. This weekend, the change is coming, and it's going to shock even those of you who think you're ready. So come on in, and as you come on in, can you do me a favor and give me a bunch of likes and hit that button down there? We're going to try this now for the fourth time today. Apologize for all of the background and internet problems today. Let's see, can you all hear me? Okay, just making sure you can hear me, and then let's get going with Isaiah. Put down, yes, let's see if you can hear. Isaiah, breath Messiah. Put down how you're.
Yep. Ah, yeah. Try bumping up your volume button and see if that helps. You already did. Yeah. She says they hear. They say hear. They can hear me. They can hear me.
How can you hear?
I don't know. We hear Lisa. I can hear Lisa.
Yeah, but how can you hear Lisa?
I have no idea.
No,
It's not. I know. I'm not just watching.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not.
I'm not on.
But it's the same mic.
Yeah, the same mic. I can hear Lisa. Okay, they can. I can't hear you, but they can. No, I'm just watching. I have no idea. You're connected to my headphones from yesterday.
Testing.
Lisa, and I can hear you, but it sounds like you're super far away.
You're
I
connected.
think it's in
You need to
Lisa's
just. You need to.
Testing.
Gary.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Still doesn't even make a difference though from earlier.
You need to disconnect from my.
I got it.
Okay.
Can you all hear me now? Okay. Okay, Breath Messiah, come on up now. Breath Messiah, can you request to join? Can you let him know that we're going now?
Yep.
Okay, you can hear me. Perfect. Don't even know. Hey, how you guys doing? Okay, let's get this going. We're just waiting for Breath Messiah. Breath Messiah. Wow, we're 20 minutes into live, guys. Thanks for hanging in there. Let's take a breath. Yeah, let's take a breath. That's a good one. 10 to 1. Let's get Breath Messiah on here too. He needs to sync up too. Let's get him on here too. Breath Messiah. Where are you all at? Where are you all? We're in Cancun, Mexico. And yesterday we had a power outage right after our live. Yes. Hello, sweet darling. 0728. How are you? Requested to go live. Ton of work, unwind, even trained with Jonathan. Tripod, my flesh unwinding, my pelvis still tilted and crooked. Yes, I have been doing Chiro and Pilates. Yes, Matt Kosterman. Listen, I no longer believe in the fascial work that I was taught or believed or worked with before. The body works in spirals and rotations. Do the fascial maneuvers, get the partner maneuvers, have somebody do them on you. You'll come out of that pretty quickly. Listen, I went all these years with hundreds, thousands of treatment sessions, thousands, and my belly button was still over here. That, and there's no amount of fascial work, no amount of myofascial work, no amount of chiropractic or body work that got rid of it. Today, I get rid of it myself. Yeah. Okay. Can you call him, Lisa? Just physically call him. He's not in the chat. What? Okay. Yes. My live request there, guys. I have a guest coming up. It's Tuesday, so I'm just trying to get to my live request. How are you guys finding? Feeling? Can't even talk. Ah. Hey, Mark, Luke, any thoughts on really low iron? Yes. If you have really low iron, here's my recommendations. You're not absorbing, you need to clear out your GI tract and you need to get silica in your body. Silica is missing. You won't absorb iron. You won't absorb everything else, right? You'll notice iron quicker because of the importance that it has in your body. So you need to start taking silica from horsetail or diatomaceous earth, and I would add the Irish sea moss. And almost 100% certain you need to clear out your GI tract because we eat enough things with iron in them. Generally, even poor diets have enough iron, but we don't have the ability to absorb because our small intestine is clogged up. That's what the 28-day reset is about. Any thoughts on ataxia? Explain more. How do you cleanse your GI tract? How to cleanse your GI tract? Just listen. The best way to do this is first of all, just taking supplements and drinking juices, and that isn't going to work. Okay, and you need to clear out your GI tract and you need to move it. The 28-day reset is the way to do that because it has the movement commensurate with the cleansing protocol and the anti-inflammatory protocol. It's a bit of a journey. Okay, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Let's sync up with everybody.
All right.
Okay, so let's take your right leg over, right arm. Everybody sync up with us. Let's bring the energy back here. Left arm over top, head to left, body to right. We're going to breathe 6 times, 3 times through the mouth and 3 times through the nose. 3, 2, 1 through the mouth. 2, 3. Through the nose. 2, 3. Whoa, I feel better already. What a cluster that
I
was.
think
We had,
I think it was all the this is the marination of the powerful intergalactic transformation that's coming. So it's the shakeup before the real shakeup.
yeah, there's a shakeup coming this weekend. If people haven't watched the Astro Monday yesterday, I would go watch it. It's on our wall. It doesn't have the thumbnail because we couldn't get it on. But Astro Monday, we talk about it because Friday, you're going to come in feeling like charged and you know what you're doing. Saturday, you're going to have a shift. Like you didn't see this coming. There was all the preparation, everything you ever done, didn't wasn't going to explain what happened. A good shift, but it's going to shift. And then Sunday, we're going to integrate that and realize it and bring it into our lives. But today's a decision day, and we're making decisions about how one of the things is how we vibe in communities. Um,
Mm.
and today's a really, really heavy decision day. And I like to tell people that it's not the day that we go and sit down and say, what decisions do I have to make? Today's the day that the universe is bringing the decisions to us. We've attracted situations in our life. Like one of the things we attracted was a frustrating event starting off. And I, I have a habit in the past, my past habit, and even today a little bit, was to get frustrated. I start throwing bullets when things aren't going the right way
Yeah.
in real time. And my decision is to shift, to be more calm, to be more accommodating, and letting it knowing it's all for happening. Because why did that happen? I mean, it's such a weird thing. I come on live, I don't know, like
Every day.
thousands of times, right? So I relate this back and say, okay, what was I going through? What decisions was I making? What did that do for me? Well, it made me frustrated, made me want to point fingers at things. And instead of just grabbing the situation and going with it. What
Yeah.
were you feeling?
Yeah, I feel like a couple of days ago I woke up with a dream and the message was relinquish. And I was like, what does relinquish mean? And it's basically like fully letting something go, like fully allowing it to be past and like move on. And I can just see how, like you were saying, for something to shift, you need to embrace something completely new. You have to literally do a new habit, practice a new system. You have to go beyond what you've been doing and practice it. So for me, it's like now for me, what I do at the end of every day, I debrief like what were the conversations I had? What did experience did I have? And then when I start the day, how can I set the direction again where I want it to go? Not what it was, what it could be, but it's like every day, like come back to the fire. We'll discuss, you know what I mean? Understand it. And then now starting the day tomorrow, go in that new direction that you want to head in. So it's like I can see the community aspect of making decisions, because making it a decision to actually interpret what happened is a big decision that a lot of people just, oh, on to the next. Okay, today, what do I have to do? Where do I have to go? But it's like if
Yeah,
you can gather everything and say, okay, we're gonna go in this direction. It's like a
right.
plan. It's like having a plan, having a not even a plan, but structure, adding structure to it to help you in the direction that you want to go. So
Exactly. You know, so what were you feeling as we were trying to get loaded up there? Like, what was going on for you?
um so at first, so it's interesting. I did Human Garage before we got on here, so I was feeling like exhilarate, like almost like ready to go. And then it was like a delay. So then I was like, dang, is it gonna work? Like not self doubt, but like questioning, like unconscious questioning of
Right.
maybe, because I look forward to this every week, and now it's like, oh, is it gonna happen? Oh, it's gonna keep getting pushed back, and then it's like, all right, if it happens, it happens. Just, you know what I mean? Make adjustments, adjust and adapt. So it's the thing that you feel is not the way that you respond. So it's the importance to decide how do you want to feel on the
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah. First statement. I mean, and you linked it back to that statement. Like I look forward to this. Is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? There's a moment there where there's so much, so much stuff going on. I'm like, maybe just no live today.
Yeah, yeah.
And I didn't want that because I enjoy coming here. I want to talk to people.
Yeah.
This is also therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had that too.
Yeah. And I would also say it's interesting because what I was gonna theme it as, how do you want to feel on the inside? A lot of people know how they want to feel on the outside, but a question that I haven't asked myself too often is, how do I want to feel on the inside? And that's what I was gonna focus each and every exercise on, is focusing on the feeling inside and emphasizing our exhale. So that's what I planned on doing. So clearly
Interesting.
that's clearly what needs to happen.
Well, I think I mean, you're a 0 degree, you're a grandmaster, I'm a grandmaster. I've noticed that the ones that are like yesterday, I was like, okay, there's some changes that it's time for us to make as a team, as an organization. And it's moving into a new step. I mean, we have been doing for 4 years. And now it's more about leading people. And when you lead people, you have to give them very, very clear vision. You have to give them targets to shoot at. Um, and and so part of it was yesterday, I was like, okay, it's time for us to, like, for example, one of the things to do is to constantly talk about our vision. And tell everybody, constantly reinforce the vision, because when people want to align themselves to this mission or this plan, they need to see what the vision is. Oh, I can fit there. Oh, I can fit there. They need to build towards it. And if they don't have the ability to build towards it, then you're always in this position where there's people that want to help, but they don't know how. That's the biggest thing we have. I have people say, I want to help, I don't know how. So in other words, drawing out that vision. And so this weekend, the core team is moving away, where we decided on Monday to go and spend the time and go through this shift. Well, I get on with of course with Chris yesterday, and he goes, well, yeah, Friday you're going to have it under control. Saturday you're going to have a massive shift, and Saturday and Sunday are going to be transformative. And of course, that's the time that I already naturally, instinctively wanted to do that. Just like you were saying today, I instinctively wanted to do what we need to do for today.
Yeah, yeah. And that's so, and one thing that I always consider is like, okay, obviously everything is astrologically. Everything is the stars. We're a reflection of the stars happening in real time, playing itself out. Why do you think we feel not disconnected but less aware? Is it because we don't really understand how much we are astrological imprints being like in play, or is it because like we were never really taught, you know what I mean? Yeah.
There's a couple things. I mean, as I change my state of awareness, my frequency changes. As my frequency changes, I see more things that are relative to that. Like I didn't see it before. It's like once you pass a lesson, like you get a lesson. Like once you get out of a stage in your life, um, like if you freak out every time somebody says something, or if every time something doesn't work, you freak out, and then you get past that, the first thing you notice is everybody else who does that.
Yeah, true.
Because that means you're at a different frequency. In order for that to physically happen, though, you actually have to change. See, human beings, we aren't really human. We're only 10% of us is human cells. 90% of us is bacterial and viral cells.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is perceiving what our bacteria and viruses and parasites are perceiving. We're actually perceiving it. So that means that with a new perception, any of the things that don't resonate with that perception have to leave our body. That's why people are getting so sick right now, or what they think is sick. They're detoxing like crazy, because all of those things that don't resonate with them have to leave.
Oh,
And it leaves physically, emotionally, or something. Either their bodies are doing something, they're freaking out, or something's happening, and everybody's in that right now.
yeah. Yeah, and another question I was going to ask you too is, you've obviously witnessed a lot of 28-day resets. You've seen all types of responses, reactions, rashes, all types of things. And obviously all those things are happening for a reason. We just don't, we we haven't truly went through a deep enough detox where we understand each and every symptom. Like, why out of nowhere does my left knee hurt? Why does today I woke up and my right wrist hurts? You know what I mean? Like, all of these are symptomatic detox clearings that are happening, but we just associate as pain,
Yeah.
hurt. This doesn't work. But it's like, why? How do we reframe our perception to see pain as this is an emotional, energetic thing that my body wants me to now be aware
Yeah.
of? Or
Let's start off at the core. What is pain? Why is it there?
what is pain? Why is it?
Because at the core of it, if I believe pain is bad, then I have to get rid of it. So we're taught to, our current medicine and world is pain bad, get rid of it. But that's not the way that the Buddhists or the Taoists or that
Yeah,
they think.
all
They
this
think pain is
suffering.
there.
Yeah, yeah,
So what is pain? Pain is the greatest motivator of human experience.
yeah,
There's nothing greater than pain.
yeah.
Pain, and when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change, human beings change, but not until that point, literally. So, so what happens is if this is why when people have all this pain, they don't know what it is. They go to a doctor, they get a diagnosis. The pain drops by 50% with the diagnosis, because the pain
Correct.
itself is emotional. Or as a body worker, if I put my elbow into your arm and you're hurting, if you reach over and touch that spot where I'm putting my elbow, the pain drops 50% because your consciousness knows that your pain is saying, your body's saying, I need you to pay attention.
Now
I know you're distracted doing
I'm
all these other things over here. Pay attention over here. This is important. And if we don't listen, the pain escalates. And this is what happens. People have pain in their life, like a low level pain. Like, I don't like going to work. I don't like what I do. Over years, that pain keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And they stop living their life because that pain gets bigger. And then finally, it's like, I don't enjoy anything in my life. I don't enjoy my relationships. I don't enjoy my kids. I don't enjoy anything in it. And
yeah.
that pain is big. Now it's like, change it. And then, whew, I got rid of my job and now I'm living my life. But the pain goes, wait a second here. That wasn't it. It's like, why couldn't you find joy in what we were doing? And so it comes back. That's why it's, people have their 40, their 40-year midlife crisis. And then they go and they do these crazy shit and then they have it again.
Because they're only addressing the tip of the iceberg type of things and not the true source meaning of the pain that's have slowly and slowly, yeah.
Yeah, because pain is looking for an outlet. And the job of the brain that is beautiful as we think this thing is, it's actually very simple in its function. The brain only does this. It identifies patterns and resolves them. That's it. There's no other function of the brain. And pain is a pattern. And so when pain comes up and it's big, the brain goes, I gotta solve it, gotta solve it. And the first thing it does, do I have a memory bank, a catalog of things where I felt this before? Oh, it's Isaiah who pissed me off. Oh, it's your fault. You're a narcissist.
I'm the
You're a
associate
this.
to the pain, so I'm the easy, yeah.
Yeah, so the brain goes, and if it has an old habit, it's like a drug. It goes, okay, it's just your brain just going, okay, I got this big pain over here. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? It goes, blah, 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 blah. Oh, that one, poof. And then on to the next one. It doesn't care. That's why
Yeah.
when a pain goes away, the average person has 90 pains in their body.
90.
90. And only 3 of them are conscious. And for those of you guys who want the work, it's Travell and Simmons who talk about referred pain, JFK's doctor. They started off with 75%. They modified over the years to 99% of all pain is referred. So your
It's
brain consciously
just
only
sending
knows,
it somewhere else.
yeah, 3 pains. So like if you take and you had a big shoulder pain and you had a pain in your ear and you had a pain in your chest right here, okay? Now the shoulder pain goes away. What happens? Your brain doesn't go, oh, wow, the shoulder pain's away. It goes, what's the 4th one? Becomes the 3rd, and then they move up. So this is why I'll tell you, this is how funny it is, Isaiah. I'm in a clinic. I would get, people that pay $10,000, $30,000 for treatments, right? They got 16 sessions. At 8 sessions, they're like, I still got pain in my shoulder. I want to see Garry. No, I want to see Garry. The doctors are trying to talk to him. So, anyways, I get in there, I have an appointment with them, and I'm like, they're like, I got pain in my shoulder. I can't believe this. I've been here this time. I've given you all this money. I'm still not fixed. And I'm like, I look at their chart. I'm like, okay, so fair statement. How's the pain in your left hip? Oh, it's gone. Well, that's why you came here. You didn't come here for pain in your shoulder. They didn't even feel the pain in the shoulder because it didn't register. And this is like the most common thing in treatment. This is why good physical medicine practitioners, they do a lot of documentation when you go in because
Why?
you don't know that it changed.
Yeah. It's so interesting. People want the thing that I want solved, and then it gets solved, and then now they find something else, and now I need this work done, and then now it's just
Yeah.
it's the yeah.
So the brain is on a job. It has a list of tasks.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, I'm consciously aware of. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way to infinity is called subclinical pain. And it's your brain doesn't stop working on it. It's just it's on a different display screen over here.
Yeah.
You're looking at this one, it's on this one.
Yeah.
So it's all doing the math in the back. And the more of those that we get, every issue opens up another window and another window, like opening up windows on a computer. And eventually, if there's too many windows open up here, then you're over here and you move your mouse across the screen and it goes.
Now you have a lot.
Yeah. So what does Parkinson's look like?
Yeah.
And then over here, what does Alzheimer's look like? I can't recall.
Yeah.
So
Same thing, just different version. Yeah.
So basically what it is your body is a computer, your brain is a processing unit. So it's like your processor. It has temporary memory, brings up stuff and deals with it. But this is where we remember. If I took you and cut you in pieces, I would dismember you. Yeah. If I'm going to take a memory, I have to take it from different areas of experience and remember it so that I can present it to you.
Yeah. And it's interesting because even remember, it's like you're already a member. You just have to like reestablish it, like reconnect it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you have a memory here. Like for example, if I have grief and it's about trying, and I'm thinking about it, it's about carrying the weight of people being responsible in this world. It's going to come right down here. Okay. Yeah. And go right here. So if I have that grief, right, and then I'm angry about it, liver right here, and then the situation, I get into a situation, I have that feeling. Well, then a year later, if I want to remember it, I have to go to the memory here, grab it. It has to go down to the liver and say, I'm angry about it. It comes up to the brain, and the brain says, here's the narrative that was going on. You were on a call with Isaiah. That you couldn't talk, he couldn't talk, no one could hear. And that's how it remembers. It takes a narrative, takes the emotion, and then takes the part of the body where it was stored in the computer.
That's true. Yeah. No, that's true. That's super. It's the reason why I love listening to it too, because it's like you're really body mapping emotions. Like this is emotional body mapping, and it's so obvious and clear. Like, why does your low back hurt? Well, low back is associated with do. Why is what organ is associated with that? And it's like, it's so cool to me how it's just like these things have existed forever. This is Chinese medicine, right? In different forms, but now it's conceptualized so simple. Like,
so I encourage people to go get Metaphysical Anatomy, the book, and start with there, because the fascia is the crystal that communicates with our entropic field. The emotions is the language that translates through that crystal. That emotion has part of a body, both a organ and a meridian that's associated with it. And then it gets into Chinese medicine. Chinese medicine starts there and goes, okay, it's that meridian, it's this. I know it's that emotion, but we have to go right to the root source if we want to resolve it. Because even if I fix it with TCM, I still haven't, if I haven't dealt with the emotion of it, because in TCM, it's like, oh, it's anger. I got it. Here, I'll fix it like this, but it's anger. But if I haven't dealt with why it's there, it's going to come back.
Yeah.
That's why I closed my practice, by the way.
And what would you, and would you say in closing your practice that it was like a step into like actually solving some of these things versus just diagnosing and being aware and saying, oh, we know what it is, but
Closing my practice was three things. The first one was I started to close in 2018 when I realized that I was the problem. As a practitioner, I had people that wanted to be fixed. I fixed them. But if I fix you and there's no recollection as to why you had that problem in the first place, if I fix your body, you're going to come back in 2 years and you're going to have a bigger issue around the same theme, but in a different part of your body. You're not going to know that the same, but I knew it because I've done it thousands of times.
yeah.
Second reason is people were getting sicker, especially young women. And they all had 100% of our women clients between 25 and 35, 100% had autoimmune disease, didn't know. And then the third thing is I realized that if I don't deal with the root of the issue and find a way to deal with it, then I can't help people. And it could be because it was me. I only opened the practice in the first place was to figure me out.
Yeah.
And if I wasn't getting treatment every day, I was in pain.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't have a life where I'm dependent upon a treatment every day.
Yeah. And then the resentment if you don't get the treatment because it's like, I'm helping all you people. What do you like?
Oh,
and really it's for yourself. You know what I mean?
That's the slippery slope. It's like I found myself getting angry at patients because I was fixing them with something that I needed to be fixed myself, but no one else could do the work that I could do.
Yeah.
And it was this weird, because I love them, I care for them, but I'm doing something with loving and caring, and then I find anger coming up because I want that help. Like, why can't I get it?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's I can see how that starts to, oh, I just need another Garry. You know what I mean? And then we start developing this oh, I just need another me. And it's like, well, there's all types of different people with different talents. And I learned early on, if you think that you need another you haven't even seen what somebody else can do. You know what I mean? Because there's a reason why there's only one of you. You know what I mean? Like the internal conflicts that we have would just trigger and reflect in other ways. You know what I mean? So it's like honoring a butterfly for being a butterfly and why a moth is a moth. They're the reason why they're different.
Yeah. And the other part, and then came the other part as we started doing fascial maneuvers and we found self-care ourselves.
Yeah.
Is people were addicted to needing somebody else. And, if you take a caterpillar that's becoming a butterfly and it cocoons, and if as it's coming out of the cocoon, if you break it open for it, the butterfly dies.
Yeah.
Because it needs the strength of going through that. And like, what a metaphor for life. It's like, if you take away the perceived struggle, then by default, that butterfly dies. And I'm like, that was the whole thing about the fascial maneuvers is I said, okay, no more practitioners. I'll figure it out. I mean, there were days, Isaiah, I remember there was like a 3-month period of time that I couldn't even walk upstairs. My hips were so beat up. And I'm like, I know there's an answer. Don't help me, Jason. Don't help me, Cynthia. And I'm like, go upstairs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there has to be an answer. And I found the answer.
Yeah. It's so cool. I feel the same way. It's like learning to embrace the struggle teaches you either use it or you lose it. Like if you didn't use all of these experiences to apply to self-discovery and figuring out a way to help people, nobody right now would even know that all of these things were possible. Like without your perseverance through the life's journey, how would we know? Like imagine if you just quit. Imagine in 2018 you quit. Oh, I'm done. I'm not doing this ever again. That was a waste of my time. It was so hard. And it's like the will to just keep going is why now all of us are here right now. How I'm able to So it's
So, and I want to take also a reflection point on that. I'm attuning to a frequency that has this information,
mm,
and other people are also attuned to that frequency.
yeah,
And multiple of them are either bringing it down at the same time in a different way,
yeah,
or they're not.
yeah,
And I had many stops along the way that there were periods of time where I knew I was making a choice. Like one of them was like accepting who I was.
yeah.
Like it's a big responsibility to do
What you do?
what I'm doing.
Yeah,
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 and accepting who I was, it took me back for a couple of weeks. And like, no, why me? Like I knew what I was doing. I knew that this was going to
yeah,
have an impact on the world.
yeah,
But then why me? Like I've screwed up so many times in my life. Why am I worthy of doing this?
yeah,
Who am I?
yeah,
And that was the part. But if I wasn't here, somebody else would do this.
yeah. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's
I humbly accept that
yeah,
too. It's like I know that, and that's why every day this isn't a destination for me. Every day I live this because this is a journey. It's not a destination. The second it becomes a destination, then I stop going on the journey. I stop learning.
yeah,
And I saw this happen with so many great practitioners. Even like my first partner, David Rubenstein, he really discovered something. And he was a grandfather of neuromuscular calibration. He really discovered something, but somewhere along the line, I can even tell you the day it stopped. I remember the change in my communication with him. And then my partner that I started Human Garage with, Joseph Gonzalez. I remember the day it stopped. Like I knew exactly the day that it stopped, that he stopped.
and what would you say the qualities of it are? It's like, oh, I've arrived. It's the feeling like I know
Ego.
enough, and
Ego.
now I don't have to.
Yeah, it's mine. It's mine. As soon as I say it's mine, like this is why fascial maneuvers, like I want to own it. I want to control it. That's why fascial maneuvers is free of charge, intellectual
For
property. Do
everybody.
it. We'll even help you. If you build something on fascial maneuvers, we'll support you.
Yeah,
We'll give you media. We'll put you on live. We'll
yeah,
talk to the world.
yeah.
Because that was the key thing. It was because if I want to own it, it's ego and it's also fear that I'm not
Somebody
going to
else.
take care of myself somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. And that's I've never seen anybody else do it the way you've done it. You know what I mean? And built it and structured it the way that you can actually do that. And so for me, I'm inspired every day to be like, they built the blueprint. Like they built the blueprint. How can you find to provide what you do in a way that they're doing it? Because it's so beautiful. Like
You're doing it
it's
right now. That's what
I
you're
know.
doing.
I know.
And you know, and you take a look at even Ryan,
Yeah.
who I was doing breath work with for a year. You
Yeah.
know, Ryan, you know, went from 8,000 or 10,000 on social media to like 40,000. He
Yeah.
went from solo work to owning a gym to now owning a retreat center. And that's the whole point
Yeah.
because it imprints a philosophy of helping people and a way of doing it, and it goes off. And you know, like, what does Isaiah look like? What does Breath Messiah look like
Yeah.
in 3 years? You
Yeah.
know, I know it's going to be around the world. It's going to be
Yeah.
like Sadhguru
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can see you like Sadhguru.
Yeah, no, I received that because that's yesterday. I literally created the goal list 36 months out. So, what you literally just said is like I've already created where is 36 months away, and how can I just take it 1 month at a time, 1 day at a time, learning, growing, speaking, practicing. You know what I mean? This is practice. This is the whole point of life. Why not practice what you know? And that's why we're here. That's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna practice.
Do that. Time to do
We're
that.
gonna practice the breath. So the first one today is all about exhaling. So what I learned is focusing more on the exhale teaches you a lot. It teaches you letting go. It teaches you the power that we had we didn't even know. So the first exercise we're gonna do is we're gonna take one single inhale through our nose, and then it's gonna be 3 exhales out our mouth. So it's gonna be whatever you want, however you want, but 3 exhales. So continuous, it's going to be like you're emptying your body. That's the whole point. Empty yourself, let go. The feeling of relinquishing, that's what we're going to do the first one. So we're just going to stand up as tall as you can. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. We're going to do 6 times, 3 exhales each one. So here we go. Inhale nice and tall. 3 exhale. A little bit bigger. 3 exhale. A little bit bigger, more exhale. Last 2. Last 1. And shake it out, move it out. Feels super clear.
Yeah, I do I feel very clear. I feel very high again. Keep getting this.
All right, so the next one we're going to do. All right, so it's going to be the same thing, but now we're going to use our body. So when I say use your body, what it's going to be is the first one, you're going to squeeze the exhale. The next one, you're going to move your arms down. The last one, you're going to push it off. So now it's like we're using our body with the exhale. So first one, last one, push down. So first one, you're squeezing. Next one, push down. Last one, all the way out. Right? Same exact thing. 6 of them. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth 3 times. Here we go. Squeeze. Inhale. 3 exhales. Again. Good. More. Three more. Last 2. Last 1. Wiggle those fingers, wiggle your toes, move around a little bit.
Man, I'm super dizzy.
And if you ever get super dizzy where you feel like you're about to like almost fall out, just like stay still, slow your breathing down, and just like be still. Because what the way I interpret it is basically like your body is like reharmonizing with a new energy or like a new frequency. The same way like when I finish doing a Hema Garage and it's like, what is this release? What I suggest to people is just like sit in it and just feel as much as you can, because things are moving, things are changing, and we can't really do anything to like, you know what I mean? Or sit down, whatever. So that's my advice. Anytime you feel like whoa, okay? So the next one we're gonna do is one hand on our belly, one hand on our heart, same exact thing. This time when we're doing the 3 exhales, I want you to feel the different parts of yourself. So what you'll notice is as you get to the 3rd exhale, you'll feel it in your hips and in your belly. The second
Hey,
one is
let's do the same hand. I got my right hand on my heart, left hand on my belly.
okay.
Okay.
Yep. So when we're exhaling, feel where the exhale is coming from. So really feel the breath leaving your body. 3 exhales, same exact thing. Inhale through your nose. 3 exhales. Good. Again. Feel where your exhale is. Again. Two more. Last one. Good. Last one we're going to do, hands on our hips, same exact thing. For those 3 exhales, 6 times. Stand up taller, each and every one. Feel your breath. Feel your body expanding. Here we go. Expand tall. 3 exhale. Again. Again. Best 3. Last one. Then just stand and feel.
Wow, man.
And whenever you're ready, move your head, move your shoulders, move your fingers, toes.
I have to pay for that kind of high.
How much did you pay?
Well, depending on what city I was in.
For 2.
No, it's funny. It's and, you know, somebody earlier pointed out a doctor who says parasympathetic, and they're right. It's because it's super powerful, and I love the fact that people are starting to get this. Chris Bottego was the first doctor or scientist that discovered the Bohr effect, and as we exhale all the oxygen, our CO2 goes up, and then that way we get a calming effect, and then our body's ready to receive more.
Yeah. It's truly beautiful to see how something, all these tools that we have literally like right here, like under our nose, like human garage. It's right under your nose. Twist your body, use what's under your nose. Breath.
You know what's funny is that because when I came out of I started my change from the bodybuilding lifestyle to something different. I started with yoga, and I got really good at different types of yoga. Yashtanga was like my favorite,
Yeah.
and now I look back at it, and all I had to do in a pose was like turn my head.
Yeah.
And it changes everything. It was like everything we thought up here. One of the things I said was, so why would it be like that? Because everything was cerebral, and when we go into our body, we're still cerebral. But if I alter my head, like in nature, we do a counter rotating,
Yeah.
right? Or we to throw a ball.
Yeah.
It's a natural position to counter rotate, but why do we not catch this for thousands of years? Under my nose.
Yeah. It's under your and it's like our body is literally designed to twist, like the twist, you know what I mean? Like if I want to just go straight out, well, my shoulder naturally goes like that.
Yes.
My hips
Why would we
naturally are gyroscopes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then
It's
but then we become linear, straight, you know what I mean? Left,
Yeah.
right, and left,
Yeah.
right, up, down.
it's like this. I see this all the time. It's like
Yeah. Yeah.
like, oh man, it's like we are like, and it's like grabbing a bar like this and lifting. I did it my whole life, like no judgment. I mean, I literally did my whole life. That literally causes restrictions here, here, and here.
Yeah.
And it's like we almost had it, but I guess it's part of the journey. We signed up here to be in a journey as human beings,
Yeah.
and it takes a level of consciousness to see above. And right now we're moving. That's what I think is happening this weekend. By the way, I think it's because it's all been about personal. In this last 3.5 months, it's all been about my personal issues, my personal drama, my personal I've been letting go. And now in the last 2 weeks, we're into community. So
we're gonna see the reflections of everybody individually as a greater group, not
Yes.
just me and my issues. As somebody else is having a similar issue, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going through the same thing. How did you? I know what you're saying. It's
Well, you see it in our chat group with
Yeah.
the 29s and zeros. They're starting to do it. Like what I wanted the whole time was not to ask Garry all the questions. I didn't want to be answer guy because eventually I don't want to be answer guy. I don't.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
it, but they're starting to help each other. And I resist jumping in sometimes because it's like,
Somebody else can fill it. Somebody else is gonna.
well, yeah, there's something. Quite often, there's a better version of an answer, and I'm like, I've been through that, and I'm like, I would always give my better version of the answer, but I realized, well, that's part of the journey, though. Part of the journey is to find one step and then go from there over to somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't wait till
Well,
by the way, I can't wait till we get everybody together in a physical place.
do you have did you have the date for Austin yet or not yet?
Yeah, so it's okay. Well, the LA is still between the 20th and the 27th of April. Austin is 18th, and we're going to be there. We're going to be there, I think, from the 13th to the 22nd. So in the house, that's what I was talking about, where we have our partners and influencers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
New York, again, we'll everyone will be a little different talking about it, but I'll just give you the dates.
Yeah.
New York is the 20, or is January, or sorry, June 2nd. We're there, but our event is going to be in the 3rd or 4th. I'm not exactly sure yet, still venue dependent. And then Prague is the 22nd of June. And then we haven't announced it yet, but we're going to be doing Germany, Netherlands, UK, and then Sweden.
That's what's up. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Honestly, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Part of it is what I'd like you to do is come and do a warm up breath work for somebody as
Yeah.
part of the session. So we'll talk about that. I mean, we're going to be our whole thing is to take people that our audience knows and then give them exposure.
Yeah.
Because I want you to have 50 million people following and you helping and guiding and stuff like that. That's what I want.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the whole we're linking arms and we're all going on this direction together where we're giving people the tools to actually empower and heal themselves. Like it's at
That's where it breaks down. That's where it separates, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like there's two big separation points. One is I do it for them. I'm the hero. I'm the sailor. I give them the tools and I help them. Then the next one is I charge money for helping somebody. I don't charge money for it. And those are the two big separating points. And people go, well, that's easy because for me now, because we have supplements and other things but we did the other first.
Yeah.
Like we literally
the main thing. You kept the main thing.
Yeah, people go through. Everybody's going to go through the journey. Everybody will come to the same conclusion at the end, but the route that they go to get there is gonna be different. Like we took it on the chin and said, how do we not fix anybody? Well, we stopped treating them. We stopped taking them as clients. We stopped having. One of the ways to do that is stop paying for them. And then the other part too is, well, how do we take care of ourselves? Well, we just put enough energy out there that somewhere over here, something takes care of us. That was, for us, it was the supplements. Because we used to charge for the Lifestyle Artist Program. It used to be $1,500 for the Lifestyle Artist Program. And it was 4 weekends. It was 4 weekends of 3 hours. And now that program's free. And now we have level 2 and we have coaching and mentoring. And that's all free. That's really the value of it, right?
Yeah, yeah. Because now you're truly creating a container for people to grow in their way, and you're just observing them and saying, okay, we like that. Yeah, one more thing. Thank you so much for the package, the care package. What do you recommend? How many of dichotomy?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So go to our website and download the supplement guide, the brand new supplement guide, and because I want you to download. I could tell you, but in there it even has links and details, and so you can learn about it. Because I want you to learn about it, because you learning about it then helps you know when to apply it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. But thank you so much for that care package. That was an awesome treat coming home Saturday saying, oh my gosh, it's just it reminded me the power of receiving by showing up, right? I've been showing up consistently and I received something because of your generous offering and your generous gift. So now it's like I'm excited to explore, you know what I mean, the products that I know that you guys provide, because if it didn't provide value, you wouldn't have it. You're not that type of person. So I'm excited to continue to take another step into understanding the intricacies of, you know what I mean, everything that
You're going through it. It's going to get really, really exciting, especially as you get in front of the audience. It's
Yeah.
going to give you back something that you've been looking for.
Yeah. So
Thank you,
thank you,
Isaiah.
Garry. Thank you so much.
Been a
See you
great
next
day.
week. You too. Peace.
Take care. Whew, that was super cool. If you haven't done it yet, follow Breath Messiah. Breath Messiah, go over, follow him, ask him questions. He does workshops, does all kinds of other cool stuff. Sweet Darling 0728, if the supplements gave you heartburn and indigestion, there's two things. Number one, that's telling you you have an issue and you're going to need them. And it depends on what supplements you're talking about. But if you are having that, that means there's a blockage in flow. The lower reset, barefoot sprinter routine number 2 done daily will help you. Supplements aren't meant to be taken unless you're doing something else, honestly. Supplement, it's to supplement. What does supplements do? Help you move better. What does hydration do? Makes the movement easier. What does the power perk do? It helps the inflammation so that you can move better. But it's movement that it cures you. Supplements help you move better. Hope that helps. And please go to our supplement guide and then do the resets. The dates for LA. Yeah, it's April 20th or 27th. We're not sure yet. And it could be Orange County, and it could be Malibu. We're still working. We're tracking down a bunch of different spots right now. Okay. White Garden 1. Hiatal hernia. Send us a DM. We'll help you out. If you have questions, please. Power core, clash flow. Yeah, you. Hello, White
Hi.
Garden.
Hi. Sorry,
What's your name?
I'm very emotional.
Oh, what's going on?
That's why I'm here. um, let's see. There's a lot going on.
What's your name?
Irene,
Irene. And Irene, where are you?
Los Angeles, Palos Verdes area.
Yeah, and Irene, are you a Scorpio?
No.
Okay. When's your birthday?
Take one more guess. June. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Gemini.
My birthday's today.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh! I didn't see that coming. I didn't see. I didn't know the recipe.
I've been wanting to call for like 4 months, and I said if I don't do it
Do you
today,
know your degree? Are you a 17 degree?
I want to say 29, but I'm
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. But are you 17 degree or are you a 16 degree or 18 degree?
Yeah. How did you guess that? I'm 16.
You're 16. Okay. Yeah. So you're a Pisces. So your astrological birthday technically was yesterday, and your calendar birthday is today.
Okay.
So you're in that window because the calendar is one day, and it's about belief in yourself, and it's about not speaking your truth.
Oh, it's
Yeah, but it really is about belief in yourself.
yes. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's like, or yes, it's okay. No, sorry, but yes, okay. I'm a Canadian. We say sorry for everything.
Hi, Kettle Buddha. Thank you. Louis just said happy birthday to me.
Yeah.
So my moon. You want to know anything else?
Yeah. What's your moon?
My moon is 7 Capricorn.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, Pisces Capricorn. So you're a Pisces 7, net 7 Aquarius, and you're a net 7 Capricorn. And today is a decision day. Today is
Oh.
because yesterday was technically your astrological birthday, but today is the day you make a decision about whatever you've been dealing with, and it's emotional.
It is.
Yeah.
Right. I'm on the 28-day reset, day 21, and I haven't really detoxed except for this morning, and I don't know if it was maybe nerves or really detoxing, but I, I just got really sick to my stomach.
What did it feel like? Because I said to you, your stomach, right?
Well,
So,
this morning I just felt like vomiting.
yeah.
Vomiting. Yeah. Do you
Here,
want?
let's do something right now. Do you want to do something right now? Can you put down your phone?
Sure. Sure. Um, the human garage has saved my life. I just want to say that.
I can feel that.
No, really. I found you out of desperation.
Tell me what's going on.
I don't know how much time you have.
Tell me. Go ahead.
Should we do that first?
Uh, t- Tell me. Yeah, let's do it first. Okay. Take your right hand, put it on your center bone. Go
Okay.
down to the left side.
The,
So right hand, left side.
the
Push
ilium
in
single
under,
valve? Okay.
no, on the left side of
On
you.
the left side. Okay.
So pull in underneath the rib cage. So my rib cage is right here. So pull. Take your left hand and put it behind your shoulder.
Okay.
Okay. Breathe into your mouth. 2, 3, through your nose 3 times. 2, 3. I'm ready to believe in myself.
I'm ready to believe in myself.
I'm ready to speak my truth.
I'm ready to speak my
I'm ready
truth.
to speak what I believe.
I'm ready to speak what I believe.
I'm letting go of all the worry that's held me back.
I'm letting go of all the worry that has held me back.
Okay, good. Man, my room just changed.
You know, when you couldn't get on live today, I thought, oh my gosh, out of all the days, why today? And I kept hearing the three of you, Breath Messiah, and Lisa, but certain people could only hear certain people. And I heard all of you, and I thought, anyway.
So what's been going on?
What's been going on? Honestly, I don't know where to start. I think what I'm going through is abandonment. I feel abandoned all my life. Um, my parents were Greek. They were born there, and I was born here. But my dad wanted a firstborn boy, and when he found out I was a girl, I don't know why he's getting so emotional. I guess this is still inside of me after all this time. When he found out I was a girl, he wouldn't come to the hospital, and he didn't want anything to do with me. And I didn't know about that, but my mom told me, and I wish she wouldn't have. And then when I was growing up, um, it was hard. It was hard. I was abused as a child. It was hard for me to swallow my breakfast. I was 5, and I remember being in the kitchen, and I just couldn't swallow my eggs. And I would keep them in my mouth, and my dad would just slap me across the face until I swallowed them. And if I couldn't swallow, he would take me and put me in the cellar, in the closet, and you shut the door. And I don't know why I'm still feeling this, but whenever I go to a doctor's office, even now, when the nurse comes in and they want to leave me, wait for the doctor, they want to close the door, and I can't. I can't have him close the door when I'm left in there alone. Okay. So that's my dad, and my dad passed away when I was 8 from a heart attack. He was only 36.
Very karmic. It's Capricorn. 8 is karma.
Wait, what was that? I'm sorry.
It's very karmic. 8 is a karmic year. So it's your story as a karmic
Okay.
year. Okay, let's take this one step at a time. Put down your phone. Is it okay if I want you to talk to your dad if you're okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. So when was your dad's birthday?
You know, I just found out, somehow I found my mom's death certificate. Anyway, it was August 17th.
Yeah. So your dad was, when people are unconscious, especially the generation we came from, it was like all of the pain and suffering, including my sexual abuse when I was young, that helped me become the person I am today. So our generation got taught through abuse and neglect to be who we are. And it's our choice to be that person. And what you're doing is you're letting go of the emotions that are stored in your body.
But it's been so long. I mean,
Doesn't matter. Your computer never forgets, but what we can do is process it. So what was your father's name?
George.
I was just checking with his energy to see if I could do this. So put the phone down. Okay, you and I are going to sync up together, okay? Anybody else who wants to do this, you're going to have a massive healing in your heart and community. Put your right foot over top of your left. You can do it seated.
Okay. Like cross my legs or
Yeah,
the ankles?
yeah, leg or ankle,
Okay.
either one.
Wait, my right over my left?
Yeah,
Okay.
right arm under left armpit,
Wait, right arm. Okay.
left arm on top. Head to the left, body to the right. What we're doing is we're syncing our energies together. So we're going to take 6 breaths, 3 through the mouth and 3 through the nose. So 3, 2, 1, breathe in. 2, 3, through the nose. 2, 3.
It's difficult to do.
It's okay. I'm sinking into your field. I'm coming into your father's energy. So I'm sitting in your father's energy right now. Your father is a 25-degree Leo. Is a spiritual Leo.
Wait, 25 degree. Oh, wait, he was born. Is that different from when he was born?
Yeah, he's 18th, so he's 25 degrees.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
And because you have Pisces in you, that's how I know he was there. So the reason why you're crying is because I'm taking over your father's energy. You felt that coming back, right? Okay. So you're going to speak to your father and just say what's on your heart, what you want to say. Okay. And then I'll help you with words afterwards. You got this.
Dad, it just hurt me so bad to hear that because I was a girl, you wouldn't even come to the hospital. And I wasn't good enough. And I wish,
Okay. Dad,
Dad,
I was re- I, I was really hurt when I learned that I wasn't good enough for you.
I was, Dad, I was really hurt when I learned I wasn't good enough for you.
I was really hurt when you abused me.
I was really hurt when you abused me.
You broke my heart.
You broke my heart.
I no longer want to feel this way.
I no longer want to feel this way.
And I'm going to make sense of the lesson that you are here to teach me today.
And I'm now going to make sense out of the lesson you were here to teach me today.
I know that somehow you wanted to do your best,
I know that somehow you wanted to do your
and I
best.
can only imagine what you went through in your life
I can only imagine what you went through in your life
to treat me the way that you treated me.
to treat me the way you treated me.
I came here wanting to learn this lesson
I came here wanting to learn this lesson
so that I could become the person that I'm becoming today.
so I can become the person I am becoming today.
I'm changing the narrative and story that I hold.
I'm changing the narrative and story that I hold.
Thank you, Dad, for showing me
Thank you, Dad, for showing me
who I really was.
who I really was.
I feel the karma that we had together,
I feel the karma we had together,
and I'm releasing my side of it
and I'm
now
releasing my side of it now
by acknowledging the lesson that you gave me.
by acknowledging the lesson you gave me.
I am learning to believe in myself.
I'm learning to believe in myself.
I'm going to speak my truth from this point forward.
I'm going to speak my truth from this point forward.
I'm already learning to love my body,
I'm already learning to love my body,
and I'm helping others around me.
and I'm helping others around me.
What's yours is yours, Father,
What's yours is yours, Father,
and what's mine is mine.
and what's mine is mine.
I'm disconnecting from all karma in this life,
I'm disconnecting from all karma in this life,
consciously,
consciously,
subconsciously, and
unconsciously,
superconsciously,
and superconsciously,
in all states of awareness,
in all states of awareness,
in all versions of time,
in all versions of time.
now.
Now,
I love myself.
I love myself.
I trust myself.
I trust myself.
I believe in myself.
I believe in myself.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to take a minute. I'm vibrating all over.
Pardon me?
I'm vibrating all over. Tingling.
Gosh, can't believe I'm here doing this.
Lisa's over in the corner, the Taurus, sucking up all the energy going. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get it out. I'm trying to let it go through.
How do you feel?
More relaxed.
Yeah. What does it look like? Look around. Does it look different?
a little bit. I just feel um, whew. I do have more though, if I can talk some more.
Yeah, let's go.
My husband of 30 years received, he had a liver disease, and it was unknown at the time. The doctors couldn't figure out what it was. To make a long story short, Walter Payton came on TV and he said he had primary sclerosing cholangitis. They thought he had AIDS. And after that, his doctor called him and they tested him for primary sclerosing cholangitis. And that's what he had. But it was a very, very rare disease, and there's no known cause and no known cure other than transplant. He was very sick. He didn't want a transplant, but my kids and I talked him into it. So UCLA called him after 2-3 years one night, and we went down there. He received the liver transplant. It would have been better if he would have received a donor, because I've heard you talk about it, how a liver regenerates itself.
Sure.
They would have just cut out half the liver if he would have had a donor, but there was no donor, so he had to accept the transplant. And it turned out, they didn't tell us, but it turned out to be from a 17-year-old from Washington State, and he committed suicide. Ever since the transplant, the next day, he wasn't the same. He wasn't the man I married. Totally. And I knew something was wrong.
Where is he now?
He committed suicide.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
2002. Wait, 2000. I'm just
That's okay.
2012.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Can you
Yeah,
do me a favor? Can you look at your chart again?
sure.
And this idea of taking on the characteristics, yes, when you take on an organ, you take on the characteristics of the person. You know that.
I know that in my heart.
Yeah.
Everything about him changed. Every single
Yeah.
thing. Okay.
What's your Chiron?
23 Scorpio.
Hmm. Okay. And then what's your Saturn?
My Saturn is 19 Leo.
Okay. So Taurus Leo is your karma. It's the heart. And I was saying that you were holding back, not speaking your heart. And well, what's holding you back is your anger that you've held back. Does that make sense?
My anger for what? No.
Well, your anger with your father.
Oh, but yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, but
So,
not my husband.
and
Okay.
anger is liver.
Well, okay.
Now it makes sense. So,
It was my husband's liver,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just putting the pieces of the puzzle together, because when the puzzle's put together, you'll make sense of things. And when you make sense of things, then the lessons start to pull in. Like, we ask for the lessons to pull in. So here, take your right hand, put it on your center bone, go to your right side, push up underneath there a little bit. Take your left hand, put it behind. Yeah. Okay. Oh man, my liver's sore now too. Okay, so breathe into your mouth. 2, 3. Through your nose. 2, 3. Thank you, liver,
Thank you, liver,
for teaching me about anger,
for teaching me about
so
anger
that I can learn to follow my heart.
so I could learn to follow my heart.
I'm following my heart now.
I'm following my heart now.
I'm taking care of you.
I'm taking care of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm letting go of all the anger that I hold in my body
I'm letting go of all the anger I hold in my body
and all of the attachments that anger has to other people.
and all of that
Attachments the anger has
anger has
to other people.
to other people
In all states of
in
awareness.
all states of awareness.
Consciously,
Consciously,
unconsciously,
unconsciously,
or superconsciously.
or superconsciously.
Breathe into your mouth again. 2, 3. Through the nose. 2, 3. Okay, good. Now, how do you feel in your body?
Still shaky.
Yeah, shaky is okay.
I've been going through the 28-day reset, and that has helped me a lot. I got to the point where I didn't even want to live.
That's okay.
The 28-day reset got me through it.
When you were a little girl, you had those thoughts too when you were being beaten, all right? Yeah.
It was scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy.
We're just processing the anger. Okay, cool. Okay. In your planet Uranus, what are you there?
My Uranus. My Uranus is 22 Gemini.
Yeah, you're becoming a spiritual communicator in community, interdimensional. And this is all we're doing here is interdimensional work. In other words, it's like our soul has many different expressions through different states of awareness, through different timelines. And you're intersecting. I mean, you had anger with your father, it hurts your heart. You got Leo and you got Taurus and Leo in your 19-degree Leo, which is your heart, protecting your heart, giving out your heart. So it stopped you there. Your karma, your father on your 8th year. You're calling me on a decision day, a karma day, after your Pisces day, your spiritual receive day, which was yesterday, to make a decision to change your life. I mean, you are turning into, you are doing this. This is made, all this stuff is made because you're to share your story and to help people because your story is so pronounced. And the more pronounced, the more stuff that happens, the easier it is for people to relate because Most people have never experienced it, like 1/10 of what you have.
And there's more, but
Okay, let's go.
let's see. I'm sorry. Let's see. I wrote some stuff down. So it was my abandonment. And I don't know, is it that when my husband committed suicide, I felt abandoned,
Yes.
even though we were separated because he had changed so drastically. He wasn't himself, and he did things.
So where have you abandoned yourself?
Pardon me?
Where have you abandoned yourself?
Myself. In my truth,
Okay,
talking
your
about
truth. Speaking
talking.
your truth, speaking what you believe.
Yes,
So I'm
I hold it inside of me.
no longer abandoning myself. To say
I'm no longer abandoning myself.
I'm speaking my truth now.
I'm speaking my truth now.
I'm integrating the lessons of abandonment.
I'm integrating the lessons of abandonment.
Thank you, abandonment.
Thank you, abandonment.
You've showed me so much.
You've showed me so much.
I no longer need this reflection in my life.
I no longer need this reflection in my life.
Okay? You feel that lighting up between your shoulder blades in the back?
Yes, and in my neck.
Your neck? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can move around. Now your direction in your life is becoming more clear. So tell me, what is your Neptune?
Okay. Should I start? Like do you want to know my Mercury? I mean,
I'll get to that.
Okay.
Give me your Neptune.
Okay. My Neptune was 12 Libra.
So that's 12 is Sagittarius, the teacher, the student and the teacher, and it's belief, what you feel, what your heart feels and what you believe. And Libra is balance and relationships. So your intuition is teaching you to believe in the balance in the relationships of everything in your life so that you can be a 22-degree Gemini in community, which is an interdimensional communicator, helping people bring these things together. Like, again, not too many people can actually correlate the fact that I had a transplant in a body and that personality change. That's a massive thing. I mean, that people need to understand that we, first of all, the body does heal. And man, I'm going to say something, and I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way. The body can heal. And if it can heal, that means I don't have to cut into it. And because I cut into it, it's because I believe. And if I've had surgery, so there's no judgment. I'm just now on the other end saying I don't need to. There's another way, but I have to deal with why the body isn't functioning, which is always emotional and always has some tie to another state of being, another realm. So what is your Mercury now?
My Mercury is 4-degree Pisces.
Belong to spirit. So your thoughts, all about belonging, and belonging, when somebody says you don't belong, you feel abandoned. So your father, by telling you didn't want you, it literally occupied your thoughts. So the best way to know,
Subconsciously, right?
yeah, for sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we only think 5% is conscious, 95% subconscious. So I know what I belong to really easy when I know what I don't belong to. Like the easiest way to know what I want is to know what I don't want. So
Can you repeat that?
the easiest way for me to know what I want in this world
Yes.
is to be very clear what I don't want.
Right.
And so all of these lessons are starting to roll in. What is your Venus?
My Uranus. Venus. 23-degree Pisces.
23. 23 is a master level for Gemini. It's what I feel, what I believe, and what I think. It's 5. And Pisces is spirit again. Gemini spirit. So again, your relationship to the world is thinking of both sides and thinking of both sides and on a spiritual perspective. So now we're going to go all the way down to your ascendant.
Is that on here?
Yeah, AC on the bottom,
Hold on.
rising or
I
AC.
can't read it. I have to use my flashlight.
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead, use your flashlight. Beautiful home.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah,
You know, since I was locked at the cellar, everywhere I move, I have to have windows. And I remember Ra said that too. So when
yeah,
I found this house, I walked in the front door. I'm not showing off, but
yeah.
when I walked in the front door, that's all I saw was it's
Beautiful.
it's it's all windows.
Yeah, I love that.
It's all, and anywhere I move, I've knocked out walls just for more light, and I think it's because I was, um,
You're bringing light in.
yeah, and yeah.
So did
I don't.
were you able to find your ascendant?
Okay, but I'll hold on. I can't see. Okay, I see Pluto Cyclone.
What's
Where is it
what's
after
Pluto? What's your Pluto?
13-degree Leo?
Oh my gosh. 13, breakdown, breakthrough, belong to the heart. So for you, your whole life is about belonging to your heart and what your heart wants. Yeah, okay, and then well then below that is MC or midheaven. Usually bottom left hand side. The numbers below, like down below Pluto. There's
If I put it there, can you read it?
yeah, put it a little higher. No, I meant sorry lower, I guess, so I can see it. Uh, can't get it a little higher, a little lower. So, oh, I got it. You know how there's a button on your phone where you can turn the camera around. Turn the camera around. Yeah, yeah. It's a little 2 arrows that go like this, right down, right down in the middle of your screen.
Wait, this is ridiculous. I'm gonna look back on this and not believe it. Okay. Can you see it now?
Not quite. A little bit more. I'm only seeing a corner. Oh, nothing there. Okay. Okay. Let's let that go for right now. It's okay. Let's go back to, for whatever reason, I'm not supposed to see that, and that's because I believe it's. I was gonna relate it to what you're becoming, and let's just say that maybe that's not the time to figure that out.
Um,
How are you feeling right now?
I'm more
Tired?
I'm more composed, which is a step in the right direction.
Big step.
Yeah. I had one other thing I wanted to bring up. I do feel like I have psychic sometimes
Oh
when,
yeah, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. You
yeah.
are you are an interdimensional communicator. So you're like a circuit breaker between dimensions and this life. So part of it is if I recognize that that's what it is, then all of the lessons that I had, all the things that I had, the pain and the good stuff was just a way for me to is like transiting through me to connect the dots. And for me, like when I was clear that I was abused as a child, the only thing I really had left was compassion. But it took me a long time to, like, I didn't really get where it was coming from. I had this feeling, but I didn't know how to resolve the feeling. And my mom kind of told me a little bit, and then it was funny. It was not funny. I mean, I deal with a lot of mediums and psychics and stuff like this, and a channeler came afterwards and says, "Hey, I want to tell you something." And she told me some stuff about my mom that was so accurate that I'm like, okay, this is the real deal. Like, I mean, no one else in the world did. And she says, your mom wants to tell you these things. And then when I finally integrated, got the information, I had nothing but compassion for the experience, which means that I was ready for the lesson. And what you're going through right now is you're going through the release of it. The 28-day reset is helping your body process the emotions. And you're on a really cool day. You're on day 21, which is believe.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you feel better.
Yeah. And I'm a sleepwalker. Somebody in on your team asked you who I should go see, and you gave me a recommendation of someone in Tarzana.
Oh, oh, that was actually me.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm sorry, I got it. It got recommended to me.
Right.
Yeah, if you go see her, I don't know if you need it, but if you want to go ahead,
Well,
do it.
I get up I've been doing this for a long time. My mom said one time I walked by her when I was young and I was in my sleep. But I sleepwalk and I sleep eat.
Ha!
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
I
it's like I gained 30 pounds. I had no idea I haven't eaten anything all day long.
I know.
Why have my bowel movement so big? It's like I'm sleep eating.
No, it's true. I was trying to intermittent fast, and it just went. I couldn't do it. I would wake up and I would find food in the trash, but I don't
That's
need.
the that literally is the my goodness. That is the funniest story. I'm gonna remember that forever. I'm gonna tell that joke forever. It's like, hey, I've been intermittent fasting. I keep gaining
Yeah,
weight. Sleep eating.
I know. And
I don't
I,
think you know what my sense is is my sense is that you're like a circuit breaker amongst all the states of awareness, and that's why you have all of these crazy things happening. So
oh,
I have my sense is that you're not going to need it, but if you do go to talk to Lauren Bennett
Warren Buffett,
from TMI,
right.
yeah, tell her I said hi. Lauren's an old friend. She's one of my first patients.
Okay.
And she and I worked with I'll show HMI. I worked with HMI in LA, and there were back then our work was one of the few things that they would ever recommend from a bodywork. It was the only bodywork thing that they would recommend was human garage. Yeah, and if you feel like you need it, go do it. But I have a sense that the sleepwalking was to because I believe in our sleep is what we do is we're
It
reconnecting all the things that we don't rebalance throughout our awareness and our perception of the day. And that's why when I
right.
fast for
Because a
long
couple
times, I stop
times
sleeping.
I've one time I had some wind chimes and I was looking all over the backyard on where to hang them and I couldn't decide on where to hang them, you know. So I let it go and I woke up the next morning and I went to a completely different room than I usually go to. I went to the living room and I saw the wind chimes hanging from the garage.
I think it's the perfect thing. I think you just say, these are all the things I want to do,
Yeah,
and go
but I
to
do them
sleep,
at
and then
night.
but give yourself tasks. Like, use it. What the heck?
Go outside in my sleep at night on a ladder.
Yeah, that's just it. Give yourself
Oh my
tasks.
God.
Just say, hey, here's all the things that I want to do. You become very, very, very effective.
Yeah, I've heard of sleep driving, and I don't want to go there.
Yeah, well, just tell yourself, give yourself rules. I mean, it's funny how the nervous system works. Basically, I believe that I believe because of your 22-degree Gemini, I believe that's your wizard number. You're coming into it. By the way, you feel really good right now.
I feel a lot better.
Well,
Okay.
listen,
Thank you. It's
happy
hard.
birthday.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to be a part of this experience for you. And when you get into Life to Artist program, and we start interacting more, I know I think I feel like you have a place in helping people in a big way, and that's going to come out. So after the 28-day reset, the Lifestyle Artist program helps you dive deeper into the experiences, and then starts to provide an outlet of what you can do with it.
Okay. One other question. When we do the kidney organ
Yeah,
reset, my left kidney is a floating
yeah.
kidney, and it was in my abdomen, but now it's in my pelvis.
That's okay. It'll go. They'll all sort themselves back. Technically, all of our organs float, but we're so restricted that they don't. I mean, the organs are meant to go around. They're not meant to be completely in one spot. I know that sounds crazy to people, but organs move. I'm a guy who's been touching organs for a long time. So it's floating. It's doing its thing. It's going to be okay. Your kidney's getting around. Your kidney's talking to the other organs. It's social like you.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Woot, woot. My goodness. Whoa.
I'm exhausted.
The Taurus over here, Lisa. She's like, oh my God, I can't even move. She looks like a train man over her. So everybody, let's sync out the energy. That's a lot of energy. So everybody do it with me. Take your right foot sitting or standing over top your left foot. Right arm underneath left armpit, left arm on top. Turn the head to the left and the body to the right. We're going to take 6 breaths through the mouth together. And the intention is syncing all of our energy. As we sync all of our energy, all of these components that are fractured amongst us start to go away. 3, 2, 1 through the mouth. 2, 3. Through the nose. 2, 3. Put down how you feel in the comments. Just want to make sure everybody got rid of that. I feel nice and calm, centered. Feel good, quiet, more calm. Feel good, better, balance. Yeah, that was a wow. Centered, light, calm, going in and out of the sun. Yeah, feel loved, centered, tired. You don't have to make sure of anything. It's all gone. You've integrated whatever lessons you need to integrate. You've integrated this experience. Hips feel open, clear, calm. Yeah, go out and get some fresh air, walk around. Integrate this experience, guys. I mean, today's a big decision day. There's no accident that this came. We were talking about following the heart. We're talking about abuse. We're talking about organ transplants and what happens with it. We got into, I'm going to watch the words because they limit the feeds if I actually talk too much about it. But what happened to her husband and what happened to the organ donor before. Yeah, today is decide day, 17 degree, where your heart senses and what you decide. Yeah. Okay. I feel clear. That was powerful. So tomorrow we have raw reality, and that was incredible. I'm just so heartwarmed to be a part of this, to be a part of this community with you and every one of you. I make the decision today to continue to do what I do, to show up with each and every one of you in different ways. It won't always be like this, but things will change and people will come along and this will continue to go as a movement.
We're talking to Dr. Nick tomorrow too.
We also have Dr. Nick from Essential Oil Wizardry tomorrow. We're going to be talking about specific issues with how to heal yourself with certain oils. Super powerful. We're doing that after Raw Reality. Appreciate you all for showing up. Send me your squatting videos. Send me your squatting videos. Yeah, squat, take a video of it, share it. That's the way you can give back right now. Yeah, where's Troy Squat? I don't think they saw it because I put a post on. I'm gonna call them all out again. But hey, you guys, listen. The people I asked to, Ninsima, Troy, Wade Lightheart, go to their Instagrams and ask them where their squat video is. Say they were called out for a squat. Yes. All of you, go to their Instagrams. Say, where's your squat? Garry called you up for a squat in a nice way. Or what? Or you want to see your squat. Okay, everybody. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.